Police officer.
What
What's
a
up,
game
NC
indeed. I
forever?
mean, the angles that we
Actually
saw in
trying
the
to
middle
get me
man
high. I'm
right
gonna go to
there. I
Cali.
felt
When
like
you
that was
going?
just such
When you going,
such a
Zeno?
great
You have it planned
performance,
already?
such a great gameplay out of him, being able to hold everybody off right when they were the center of the circle in a way, and then when they did have to push out, when they did have to go towards the circle, he was able to be massive for his team, not allowing those Inco Gaming players to get up to even try to figure out what was going on, keeping that pressure going. Worked out wonders, and I know Sandstorm is going to be very, very happy about that. I better see Sandstorm dancing, okay, because he got a prediction right. I can't wait to see what they got to say after this break.
Nice, you know. Have fun.
108 megapixels.
How long do you think
Capture
you're
the
gonna be there
spark.
for? Need some agua, bro. When you got that lump in your throat that just won't
Ó, a
fucking
equipe
go
da
away.
Facet, em termos individuais, tem players muito bons.
I'm a
Todos
male
ali são bons
stripper.
jogadores, Mitch,
Nah,
Carlinho,
I'm
você,
good on that.
Mafioso, Swaguinho, todo mundo funciona bem. Mas como você descreveria o ponto forte
Give me
da
like
equipe?
some
O que que você acha
edibles
que é
if
o
you want to
ponto
help me
chave da
celebrate.
Sete?
Que o
Queen, thank you for the
ponto-chave
2
não é
roses,
nem
baby
dentro
girl.
da partida, e sim fora, que é a nossa harmonia, nossa amizade. Isso fortalece muito a gente.
Just the
dentro
weekend. Nah, you should take
Então,
some
acho que é esse nosso
time.
ponto forte.
You should take a little bit of time
Cara, e
off, like at
falando
least
dos
like 3 or
fãs
4
da
days.
organização também, como que vocês recebem esse suporte? Como que vocês têm esse stand-by aí de suporte de fãs e organização?
Acho que dos fãs a gente recebe um gás a mais. A gente. Todo o suporte que eles dão, o apoio que eles dão em todas
Yo,
as lives, todos
is
os
it
campeonatos,
me?
isso dá um gás pra gente.
Or does this
Esse
guy look
suporte por
highly
trás,
familiar to
Steph,
somebody
a
we
Dona
all
Alice, a
know?
Ianca, todo mundo que tá por trás.
Queen.
É muito
Queen, who
importante
does
pra
this kid
gente,
look like to
isso
you?
ajuda muito a gente a melhorar.
Maybe I'm tripping.
Falando em fãs, quer terminar mandando um recado para essa torcida da Alpha 7 que tá esperando aí uma PMPL Américas?
Claro, a gente vai, pra todos os fãs que
Right,
acompanham
Queen?
a gente vai dar nosso melhor e buscar esse título não só pra vocês, mas como pro Brasil. E é isso, a gente vai dar nosso melhor e é igual a 7 nas Américas e igual a 7 na PMGC.
Boa. É isso aí.
It does look like him though. I was like, what the fuck? Who am I looking at right here?
And we're back! And Furious Gaming get the dub for match number 2. And Sandstorm gets
What the hell is that?
another one right on the prediction game.
Yo, what's up, Stay
Easy
Evil?
peasy,
How you
baby.
doing?
Easy peasy.
How
Hey
you
bro,
doing?
chill. Your head won't be able to fit on the camera.
Actually, you know what? Fine. You wanted this.
Queen, I'm not
Listen,
gonna
I got
lie,
this for
I
you
like-
right here. It's a nice little present.
I slid to read the first message, like the first few sentences, and I immediately got a lump in my throat. It's not safe, Queen. I can't read it right now. I can't do it, sorry.
Inco Gaming getting second place. Hey, once again, Extreme Slayers putting some solid points on the board.
Yeah, it was all about that reaction from Trigger on when phase 4 shifted. He was kind of already on the move before the circle shifted. He got onto that perfect high ground compound, and the team had a great setup from there, and also positive, they weren't contested.
Yeah, and the thing is, towards the very end as well, you had Extreme Slayers helping them out by pressuring
Definitely.
the side of Inco Gaming. I believe if they weren't there, if Extreme Slayers didn't help out Furious indirectly, obviously, I think Inco might have been able to change it up, and they might have been the ones to get the dub at the end.
Vito was doing such a good job for Inco. He was that kind of forward line player. He got one knock
Meet up in
Furious
Vegas?
Gaming, but the
Ooh, that would be
second he
cool.
got
That would be a
knocked,
vibe,
that
you know.
power was so much
So you
more
all
eliminated
can go
from
like somewhere
Inco's side.
different.
Say
Yo,
that's all it
Paulita,
takes,
thank you so
know,
much for the hype,
we
baby
saw
girl.
it just in game number 1, right?
Welcome
Just
back.
one little third party,
Yep.
and your whole team falls apart. And that's what it is at this stage. You have to literally be so hyper-focused, because one little split decision could mean either oblivion.
Nah,
or
I'ma
the
read it when I'm
eventual dub.
tucked
And
into
man, I mean,
bed
it's
and
crazy
ready to go
see
meet
here
me,
just
so I can cry
how
myself to
top-heavy
sleep.
We've seen this whole ladder when it comes to Brazil. But you know, Latin America stepping
Cry
up
myself
here
to
and there.
sleep,
I
but with a
still
smile
think
on my
that
face, you
NA
know?
needs to wake up, and they need to wake up right now.
Extreme Slayers are trying to do that. We gotta give them props, right? However,
Freaky.
looking
What
at
do
this
you
head-to-head
mean?
between Inko and Furious
What are you
Gaming,
talking about, freaky?
Furious Gaming, up until this game, their highest result
Queen
was
just sent me like a
12
really,
points.
really
They had,
nice
like a couple
message.
of 11s and a 12.
And if I
this
read all
kind
of it
of
right now, it's gonna make
this
me
kind of
cry.
damage is what we want to see
I
from
don't know
the
if y'all know, but
PMGC
Queen
team.
Yeah, I
is
was
like
just gonna say this is a team that
one of,
already
if
has
not
a PMGC
my
ticket.
best friend.
Like, yeah, sure. You
You
know,
know?
there's not a lot of pressure on you in
The
this
one who
tournament
knows
so far,
everything
but
about me type
that
shit.
doesn't mean that you
Talking
don't
about Paulita.
perform
What are you talking about?
whatsoever. Because
Oh,
for the
the
entirety of this tournament so
emo.
far, they've been on the second page.
even
of the
notice,
overall
bro.
ranking.
Take a look here at the match report here. Most eliminations goes to Fern,
Oh,
and
look at my
a
little
good
freak.
couple players here from Furious
up,
Gaming,
Anthony?
but Infinity. You know,
Ain't even
Zohan
freaky like
X
that.
putting up some good numbers as well. Those
Yeah.
nades, dude.
Listen, before we even get to those
Except for
nades,
me, right?
these guys were fighting out in the blue
Unless
in
it's with
Zone
me, right?
1, in
Yes.
Zone 2, against Alpha 7. They lost 3 members, and then you had, I believe, Corellia was the last member surviving. Went all the way to El Pozo, just because he doesn't
See? Oh,
not
it's
wanna
cool
be
when you
any
do it
part
to
of that
me,
fighting
not when I do
whatsoever.
it to
Just for
you.
fun as well. They were also stuck outside in the blue zone
Bro,
for
we some
10
fucking-
plus minutes in the blue.
There's some fucking sensitive ass bitches in here
lot.
today.
That is insane.
Like, I do want to highlight as
We all
well
need to
with
get
these
some
circle
sleep.
shifts. It was great to see a circle ending on this area, on that area of the map, because it's not something we normally have seen in the Miramar games, and it
Okay,
really
Kaz,
allows
like that?
the teams to
Oh
kind
my
of
God, I didn't
show
know.
their expertise, which I think led to Furious Gaming getting that confident win.
Hey, you know, speaking of Furious Game, let's take a
Yo,
quick
that's
little
the guy that
comparison here
y'all
between a couple
gaslit
players.
me
That's gonna be
and
Fern
said he was bald.
middle line. Look at that difference
Y'all
right there.
are
Pretty
such
close. I mean, this is
fucking
why this team
liars. I'm
works so
sick
well.
of being
They work
gaslit by
so
my
well as a
chat,
team.
bro.
Yeah, you're talking
That
about
is
the two
hair
best
on his
players throughout
head.
this game.
I knew I
Massive
wasn't
numbers that they
seeing
are
shit,
putting
bro.
out at
Who
the
was here
beginning
for
of
that?
day
Who
3
was?
here.
I know somebody
But
in chat.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure
see, he
if-
not fucking
if
bald.
it's gonna be enough
You guys
to
love
allow them to
gaslighting
be in a
me,
position to
bro. Probably
contest
yesterday
something
when we
in
were
the
watching
top
PMPL, I
spot.
was like, oh, that guy
Definitely
has cool
not worthy
hair.
of a top 3, top 4
And
finish
the whole
by the end of
chat
this
was like,
tournament,
Ellie,
unless
he's
they
bald.
continue to surprise us with a performance like this, because as you mentioned, the most they got was 12
Everyone was
points in one game.
gaslighting me, telling
At
me
the
he
end
was
of the day,
bald. I
look
was
at it
like,
as
damn,
this.
I'm just
Again, we're already
blinded.
qualified for the
But now we
PMGC, so
seen
it's-
it big as fuck, and now we know. You guys are just fucking gaslighters.
Alpha 7 has now been passed on the leaderboards. You know what? Inco Cerrinco, he
Oh,
really
shit.
jumped up all the way to the top.
That's crazy.
Listen, I gotta say, by the way, Inco
Yo,
and Alpha 7, you're talking
wait.
about the teams that ended up in first
Overall?
and second in the latest PMPL for
Extreme
Brazil
Slayers,
by a
isn't
difference
that,
of 1 point, but
aren't they
that
an
was
NA
one
team,
day, 6
guys?
games. This time around, it's not the same challenge, and honestly, I'm surprised
They're
that
holding it
Inco is
down.
still
The fuck?
performing consistently over the course of the tournament.
Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Look at the
Yeah,
second
in
half
the
of
little
leaderboard, just
picture.
seeing Nova
But
there
when
at
I
the bottom,
first
too, it
glanced
just
at it,
hurts
I could
so
tell.
bad.
I was
It
like, no,
hurts
he got
so
like
bad.
silver
Hey,
hair.
you know what? I close your eyes. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But you know, hey, it's so crazy to see that we saw Alpha 7 have such a thick lead at the start of the day.
What's up,
and
Dudley?
Inco
Welcome
come
back.
and jumping them just like that. That's all it takes. You know, a good couple matches at this stage, and you could definitely make that jump. And for a lot of these teams, they have to make that jump now.
They do, and even though the highlight has been on kind of Inco jumping up on the top as we look at the prediction results 3-3-0. Look, it's not. It doesn't look good. I'll be honest.
Listen. You know what? I honestly, I thought you were joking before when you said that it was because you're sitting in the
Yo.
same chair as Max, man. But now, I'm a believer, 100%. I don't know what he did, but apparently when it
Oh,
comes to
okay.
his
It's just the
predictions,
shadow. It's just the
he's
shadow.
hitting them.
The
So
way
I
the
think he
shadow,
did.
nah,
Honestly,
the shadow's
he passed
hoeing
it on to him.
Imperium right
Max,
now.
man,
I
look
thought he
at-
was
this is your
profusely
fault.
sweating for a
See what he
second.
did to your comrade. Look at this.
But he's good. He's Gucci. He's
At
chilling.
this stage, I'd be happy to get 1 point just to get ahead of Jason Kaplan.
Oh, wow.
Make me Brazilian? I got you,
know what?
babe.
No,
Hey,
that's our take. I'm that desperate.
Or Jason. Hey, sometimes you just have
You
to
are now
punch
Brazilian.
down. Have to punch down. Well, in real life,
I'm
you
gonna
punch it up,
start.
but, you know.
I'm gonna go
The way
start
I look
getting
at it, I'm
ready.
1-0.
I'm gonna
The
let you know
only
before.
way is up.
Okay,
I've
yeah,
got
yeah,
nothing to
yeah.
lose.
Wait,
Okay,
and let me
let's
see your
close that
outfit. I
game,
wanna see
right? You know,
what
you
you're gonna
picked
wear.
Furious, I picked Ingo. They were both
The
valiant
road shit.
picks, and it came down to the end.
Nah,
and
bro, because
I
his
was
head
close
wasn't
as well
moving, and I
last
thought
game,
he was
unfortunately, the
profusely
third-
sweating
I
on
mean,
his
I like
upper
the fact that
chest. But
third
he's not.
party
He's
completely
chilling.
destroyed me last time, and this time it actually helped me out. So, not so sad anymore.
It's like one of those, like, hey, I could have had it. I was almost there. Almost there. But you know what isn't almost there? They're there all the time. It's Monster Energy, baby. Our official energy drink partner here
Yo,
for the
Jukes is
PMPL.
dripped the
Prediction day-
fuck
this prediction
out
day
right
is
now.
getting pretty intense here so far. Now, you think about it. We have
Shit, what kind of
4 more
fire?
matches left today. 6 matches tomorrow. That's 10 left to go. So you have to get a third of them right while we get them wrong in order to stand a chance. How does that make you feel, Imperium?
Look, you know, I've always been come out from the bottom, you know, last chance saloon. Always believe.
Always believe. Always believe.
Yeah,
Well,
I was talking about
you know
that
what?
yesterday too. I
You
was
guys
like,
believe,
Imperium.
definitely go ahead and show some love on the
Imperium did
socials
the
all
damn
over the
thing.
place. Make sure
Jukes
you
did
go
the
ahead and
damn thing.
follow
I don't know
them
who
on
this other
Twitter.
guy
Make
is.
sure
I've
you
never
use
seen
that
this guy in my life.
hashtag PMPL Americas as well,
But
because this
they're doing
map
their
here,
thing.
these zones here have been absolutely insane in this tournament.
We're here
That
for the glow
phase
up.
one that kind of tickled a little bit Los Higos. So I was like, but then phase two shifted away, and then phase three as well kind of ended up going towards that northeast. And then that phase four shift, that was the turning point for Furious Gaming.
Yeah, and you say, like, I believe they managed to get into the compound in the next zone.
Yeah.
They managed to get themselves
Sorry,
in a
that was
really,
phase
in a very good location. And then the zone after that, you'll see that one of their players, I believe Trigger, he was the one that
Yeah, it was
actually,
Trigger.
Trigger managed
Already
to
on
scout
the
out the
move.
compound. You can
Wait,
already see he's
nobody
already on
answered
the
me.
move. And the second the zone shifts, you instantly see, guys, we have to move. We have
Fucking
to get there.
Extreme
And the second they
Slayers,
took control of
they're,
that compound, it was all
an
over.
18, right?
And even later on in the game, you might see with the not quite.
Top
I think
what goes
a
to
later
PMGC,
point
by
on
the
the
way?
circle. Trigger was on that very northern side. You can see it there. So he was covering that northern edge, so they weren't pushed from the north. It was really great awareness from Furious.
Yeah, very good.
Absolutely well executed.
only top
And you know what?
three?
There ain't nothing
Damn.
worse than a southern beer bar zone. Just trying to drive through it, all those hills and valleys. I guarantee you, all these teams, every time they see a southern beer bar
that's
zone,
still
they're
like
just like,
so little.
Listen,
we just
I
get
don't know what's
Imperium?
going on. I don't know what's going on with the maps today, with the maps at the beginning of every
outside.
day. It's just so bad for the players. It's entertaining as hell for us, but it's
Absolutely.
so bad for the players. Like I kind of feel for them a little bit.
well, you know, we got a good old Erangel match coming up next. So I'm going to ask you guys, you know, when
Onto
it
it.
comes to Erangel, right? Do you have any thoughts going into this next one? Are we going to see any kind of hot drops at this point?
No real hot drops, but just to highlight coming into today's set of games, the highest performing team on their angle has been Alpha 7. They've got an average of over 15 points
I didn't
per
know
game.
Imperium was tatted up
they're
like that.
definitely going to be a shoo-in. Once it's not a military island finish, I might want to add with that. But then kind of follow closely behind. You do have the likes of Inco, who are on 11.2 points per game. So it's kind of like the battle at the top is a battle for the two teams who are best in our angle.
Yeah, exactly.
15 points per game on Erangel. Are you kidding me? That's literally a chicken dinner.
This is
Yep.
This is what Brazil does. It's just destroy everyone apparently.
All right. Well, hey, you know what? Who is going to get destroyed in this next match? That's the question I got for you, casters. Where are your predictions at, huh?
My prediction is
Wait,
that
so
Alpha
top 7?
has just been cursed by
Top 7 go
Imperium
PMGC?
being able to give out some of the stats. And you know what? If
Oh,
we
you're talking about
actually
the
did
time.
that
You're talking about the
prediction
time.
game
Sorry.
And we added YouTube chat
I'm slow.
on it. YouTube chat would
Skipped
have
it
actually
first.
ended up with getting more predictions right. Shout out to Bankai iOS on YouTube being able to actually guess that Furious Gaming was going to win that game. Now, in regards to
I think
this
there's
next game,
5
I'm not picking
matches.
Alpha 7.
This is the
Which team
third
are you
one.
picking?
Not any team that Imperium is not picking here, that's the one for me. No, the big one for me is that my prediction is that now I think Imperium will continue to go for Ingo, Alpha 7, Ingo, Alpha 7, Ingo, Alpha 7 until he gets one of them right. And then it's just like our two teams that are like clearly dominating. They've won 5 games in total in between those two, right? So they're going to have to win more. So he's going to go, Ingo, Alpha 7, Ingo, Alpha 7, and just go back and forth. He's not going to look at the map. He's just going to be like, okay, last time I picked Alpha 7, next time it's Ingo, and then back again. And that's it. That's what I'm thinking.
I think that's exactly what's going to be happening, okay? And I think he's still going to end up with 0 points after calling out Jason Kaplan.
Yeah, that is.
Really? I mean, he's the host. He's not the enemy.
No, and also, Jukes is saying he wants to be punching down. It's like, that is not the case right now, because right now they're both in 0, and Jason Kaplan is 8 feet tall. So 8 foot tall, so like he's gonna always be punching upwards towards Jason Kaplan. So that's just not
I'm
happening.
excited,
But yeah,
Queen. I can't wait to read it.
Jason obviously also well currently 0 predictions correct after 18 games. That's a rough one. Let's hope that Imperium doesn't end up. So our desk is gonna be performing better in total than the EU desk, of course.
Let's
Here, we're on to the game though.
Let's hope.
We're in a wrangle, and we're going to be going from the west side towards the east. Vivo Keyed there in South George, Alpha 7, North George, and we could hope to see
Circle's going to be going south, right? Alpha 7 went George.
Circle's going to be the opposite side that Imperium is predicting it to be.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes now. Knights doing the Pachinko drop. Surprise. Tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow somebody has to hot drop him. I'll be surprised if nobody decides to hot drop him. Stream Slayers going with the split landing there. And wow, okay. Alpha 7 actually having at least 2 players within the first circle. That is a surprise. Who knows? Imperium, you might be onto something here. You might actually want to pick Alpha 7. But for Hot Jukes and for Sandstorm, if he's going to be picking Alpha 7 or Inco Gaming, make sure he picks it right off the start. Don't give him any extra advantages, all right? Like Sonia, our awesome producer, was saying, we need to work together as a team here to keep him at 0 points.
Yeah, but I'm actually hoping to see some crazy games, because it's been crazy so far. 3 points in between Inco and Alpha, and Inco is in first place right now. It's been wild, and their placement points have been through the roof. 8 less elimination points though than Alpha 7, and that's why it's just so damn close right now. Pachinki, Looter, Heroes right now here for Pittsburgh Knights, currently in 9th place. Kinda close still. We have Knights on 9th, Extreme Slayers on 8th with 108, Furies on 7th on 108. It's just so damn close in our mid and top pack right now.
Match 3
one
just
good
started.
game, you can jump into things easily. Ingo going quite quickly here, sending it as fast as possible as they can get their loot into Novo. And then we're going to be seeing some, I love this skin, this is just great in it.
It is. I mean, if you want to be spotted, this is definitely the skin to have on your boat. But going to Inco Gaming, I mean, they have taken advantage of Alpha 7 not starting off so hot here today. I mean, the first game that we played today, Alpha 7 ended up with a total of 5 points. Inco Gaming ended up with a total of 29 points. So you can see why that gap started closing down. And then on this last game, I mean, Alpha 7 was eliminated kind of earlier on that Miramar. Only ended up with just 3 points total. Meanwhile, Inco Gaming 17 points. So, I mean, if teams can take advantage of Alpha 7 just not being able to perform within this certain matches, that gap is definitely going to be closing down more and more and more. And I'm going to be looking at what some of the other teams are currently doing here. You can see Jaguar just taking their sweet time to loot, execute. I mean, this is a team that I actually want to see more in it. And I want to take a second to just talk about North America a little bit more. I mean, North America, we got to do something here, baby. We only got 1 chicken dinner. I believe now Latin America has 3, and Brazil, I have lost count because they have just been dominating so much.
Quinn, babe, I promise
here,
I'll come to bed
every
soon.
single
I
time
promise.
we hear North America's the best region.
Just wait till PMPL's over, babe.
America's,
I'll come cuddle with you soon.
It's not looking like it at the moment, boys. Please show us why some of the YouTube viewers actually say that, because right now it's not looking good. I'm seeing Influence Chairman also looking around, trying to loot. And Infinity continuing with that north. I actually enjoy the crazy landing spot of Infinity, okay? They know
this is
never
3rd match, and there's 5 matches.
They end up in Kameshki. They end up by Stalber. Sometimes they even
So
go
after
all the
this
way
one,
to
there's 2
Severny.
more. But if it's going to be a Sandhawk and
freedom to rotate from the north, especially on these type
another
of
angle,
circles.
I think.
Now, hopefully, with Alpha 7 being where they're currently at, they don't end up
So it's not gonna be
running
too
into
long.
them. Or maybe they do want to run into them.
Go to sleep,
and see if
Queen.
they can win that fight against them.
Yeah, they don't really
Indie, bro.
prioritize getting into the first circle at all, and that really suits their looting pattern and
Why
style
did I
there, so
get
that's
texted
completely
by
fine for them
Casey
here.
you were in a
I'll actually
VC and I
give you the
missed
opportunity
it?
to talk a little
I
bit more
wasn't.
about, you know, North
He
America and
messaged
everything,
me
because
and he
right
told me to
now, you
join,
don't get to
but I
talk
told him
about
that
a lot about the
I
main
don't
game,
know the
so,
people in that
you know, I'll
VC
give you the
that
next
well,
5 minutes or
so I don't want
So
to.
now I'm just joking.
That
Unfortunately,
was the extent of it. I don't know why he texted you that.
all right, we're back 5 minutes.
Weird.
Sports. You come back in 5 minutes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 7WG's podcast of just bashing North America on why they are not performing well. Nova Esports decides to, instead of shoot players, they're going to be shooting at the windows. Nah, I'm just being too toxic right there. But with Nova, I mean, with Knights, what's crazy for me is that Knights has players that are performing
I'm kind of just like, my
with
social
Coops.
batteries
I mean,
are a little bit
player that's in
drained.
contention for MVP, yet somehow they're not able to be within
Like,
at
I'm
least
just
the
letting
top
this
5. Right
play
now,
out,
they have
and
actually
then
lost down a spot. They're currently in 9th. Actually, have
I'm
lost a
going
couple spots.
ghost.
They're
Y'all
currently
never
in
hearing
9th
from me
place
ever again. I'm just
with
kidding.
107 points. Luckily for them, I mean, it's very close with the other teams that are above them. And then when we go to Nova, I feel like
I'm definitely who all gonna be there kind of
biggest
person.
disappointment so far for this America's Championship. If nobody would have expected this out of Nova. I think a lot of people were actually expecting Nova to perform even better than Knights. And right now, Nova is looking the way that it's pretty much looking like a tier 2 team. And it's crazy for me to say that because they were having such great performances. We're just not seeing the aggressiveness out of there. I mentioned it earlier. I'm going to mention it again, too. I'm going to be like a broken record here. Their rotations are just not working out. I'm not sure what might be going on with this team. I'm pretty sure they watched a lot of VODs. I'm pretty sure they took their sweet time to figure out how some of these other teams from different regions were going to be playing. But right now, it's just not working for them. They either need to rotate earlier or they need to rotate later, or just try to take more fights. Try to get any points that they can, because when you're sitting at 49 points, dead last place, way past the halfway point mark of this tournament, it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all.
No, exactly. And here, Alpha 7 on screen, 3 wins so far. Kind of wild that they've had this
I got the
performance
tools
in just
needed for the job.
14 games.
Hey, Matt's baby.
About Ingo, 2 wins, so 5 out of 14 for Ingo.
24/7.
That kind of dominance is hard to come by. And it's crazy.
Shit.
It is.
Good morning, Matt's baby.
Yo,
Iraq, thank you so much for the whole the raid, not the whole, the host and the raid.
Championship. The last championship
How was your stream, Iraq?
A lot of dominance was had
Fucking
as well.
W Iraq, bro. Thank you so
But now
much.
I feel like Alpha 7
I really,
is even
really
stronger.
appreciate that.
Ingo has leveled their game up so hard.
Yes, we made it, man. We fucking did it.
To see and pleasantly surprised.
Mads was there when I was like at my lowest. Mads knows. She was
Obviously,
like,
there's only a
"Oh,
best
you
of
should
6,
end if you're not
in
feeling too good."
Brazil
I was fucking
PMPL
dead, bro.
final,
But
still
I'm glad we
dominated with
stuck
just 1
through
point
it.
ahead
It
as
was
we were
worth
talking
it. It
about
was
just
such a
earlier.
W.
Still crazy games to be had here, and
You guys are
we're
just
just about
fucking the
halfway
best.
through the day once this
so
game is done
different.
here. And let's see if Alpha 7
Iraq, my favorite
continues to
Jamaican?
have this dominance here. It's kind of
honestly,
a
same.
good circle in terms of majority of the teams. They can get into some pleasant spots here. And
Actually, I don't know.
unless we see some of
I don't
these
know who all
wild
the
shifts
Jamaicans,
we've
to be
had
honest.
before, then we could end up having a quite a calm game throughout this.
Iraq
If this
definitely up
next
there,
one
though.
goes center, the vast majority of
Iraq's
the teams
a
they're
W,
already
homie.
hungered up towards that center spot.
Yeah, I mean, it's the storyline that
What
we've
was
been
that?
seeing
It
over
was
and over
like-
again. I feel like here in America's Championship, just
It was like
teams
after-
keep going towards the center, keep trying to secure that.
I don't even
and
remember,
then
bro.
all of a
Everything's a
sudden, the
blur.
circle's just gonna be like, psych. We're not gonna be going to
Stream
the
was
center.
going good
Let's
until
go
the TDM
somewhere
Warriors
completely
pulled
different
up.
where there's not even a team. But
Oh,
hey,
were you doing
on this
1v1s?
one, they, in a
Thank
way,
you for the
kinda get
fries,
blessed,
Drippy.
but it's still a
Oh, wait,
toxic
Drippy, ain't
circle
you
because
Jamaican
it
too,
has
Drippy?
some water. It does have that a little bit of military base.
Drippy,
too.
another one of my favorite
And
Jamaicans.
it's going to make it even crazier, even more packed here for all those teams that are going to be trying to make their way in. You can see Alpha 7 finally rotating there.
Where's the love of your
They might end up
life?
getting into a fight with Jaguars. They were
W
looking
Jamaican
to see if they were
Drippy.
going to be getting into a fight there with just for fun. And going with,
At least my whole
with
universe.
Alpha
You're
7
my
with this
whole
bad, in a way,
Milky
bad two
Way.
performances that we saw at the start
You're
of the
my
day
whole
for today.
galaxy.
I feel like we might start seeing them play a little bit more serious, right? Them knowing that the lead has been lost. We heard Revo say how much this championship means to them, how much they want to continue to be winning, regardless of if they already have that spot in PMGC. So I think they're going to be less likely to take certain fights, like the fight that we saw them take earlier in Miramar in the last match. That's a fight that, for a team like Alpha 7, as aggressive as they are, they usually don't really tend to take that, and I feel like we might start seeing a little bit more of a serious Alpha 7 here. We do have Inco Gaming crossing the bridge. Meanwhile, Furious Gaming getting some shots there on Vivo Key. And while they're at it, too, I think I saw one player, Furious Gaming, there being very,
No,
very
I
close
hit
to
it,
Vivo
you
Key.
know.
Vivo Key,
The
Diego
time just
trying
doesn't
to
look
get
great because I
away.
had to restart
And
my
look at
stream.
this. Milo
Like,
Van
early
gonna be
on
able to
into
spot
it.
somebody.
But I hit 24 hours at 6:49.
Ooh, Silo.
He was trying to figure out if he was actually
Yeah.
Remember my watch
that
time?
confirmed.
Oh.
Two Stream Slayers getting
It's okay, Quinn. I thought he was
Brian.
talking about that too.
A team that we've been talking about, they've been a little bit too passive in regards to eliminations, trying to get into the action. Brian trying to see if he can maybe somehow confirm that elimination.
Gotta work on
A
it,
lot
Simon.
of
People
teams, this
keep
is what we're
tabs. Okay,
talking about. It's
Paulita,
just
I
so
really
packed
appreciate the
within the middle,
tab.
and this
You're the
circle is going to
best.
make it even more packed. All these fights are going to start soon, and we're going to start seeing a lot of their party.
When are you gonna eat?
All
After
right.
it end.
Let's see what Furious Game's going to be able to. Oh, Rise here in a fight.
Actually,
with
honestly, I don't
just
even know
for
if I have
fun.
the energy to
As soon as
eat.
he's being deployed here from a foul side, he's going to be
I just
able to
wanna
get maybe a
meme.
nade in there. No, it bounced out.
Let me mute, bro.
Took a little bit of damage. He's now on 55 or so HP. Nate pushed out, didn't really connect any bullets. Now he's going to do so and take Mufasa down. Really well executed by them. Managed to defend this. mansion building here, and the rest of Rise there on a distance for that. That is just super unfortunate. Ooh,
You better
Rafinha
eat.
takes some bullets here. Influence Gemin on the high ground, kind of holding some cover above the
I'd be angry.
just for fun
No, 'cause,
match in
like,
this case here.
I don't know. I'll see what the
Circle.
vibes are after it
Obviously,
ends,
still
bro.
has some,
Life doesn't feel
some
real
little
right now.
military in play here. What do you think? Maybe we could go down to the military, Seven. What do you think?
Oh, all right. It's
Eat
Avenger.
now? There's
Is
no
that
food.
you
The
coming to
food's not
our
ready yet.
side with me? Are you
That's
wanting to
why.
see those
Like, the food's not
toxic
ready, so-
circles?
We either have to
Toxic.
stay up
I'll
and
be
wait
happy
for the
for
food
it,
to
okay?
be ready, or
We've been
go to
saying
sleep
it.
and then wake
The
up
players
and eat
hate
it.
it. We
whenever I
personally
wake
love
up.
to see a little bit of mayhem. Well, at least I do.
Yeah, you know, some of these hard circles here, especially this one here, it has the potential to really be a rough one, right? So that is really some of the interesting ones. But yeah, definitely hoping for, you know, maybe a Western
You
shift.
know,
These, the
that
field
is the
endings usually around the middle where
funniest,
Team Queso is in the
craziest
compound.
thing
We have in the
you
center
have
there.
ever
That's
said.
usually some of the really rough ones. So I'm really hoping to see maybe, you know, Quarry and the Cat Hill on the west side, or maybe down towards Therapy on the south, or all the way northeast towards Pochinki. That would be nice. Let's see where we end up going here. Seven. Are we
East,
going to see
south.
pop? Oh,
Yes.
a little bit. Yeah, so we actually have a lot of water in play at this point here. Rough circle.
No,
for a lot
I
of
don't know
teams.
about 24 hours, dude.
Definitely
I think,
rough, and
like,
it
for
might
next
end up
month,
actually,
this month, after this stream,
probably
I'm
gonna end up
fucking
in the
chilling.
main island, and
But I think for
also
next
towards
month, like,
where that
I'm not gonna do
West Bridge is
24s.
at, we've
They're
seen a
very
lot of
like
fights
they
go
take a
there. And
toll,
we're talking
bro.
about
Like my
these
ass
toxic
fucking
circles.
hurts. I'm gonna have to go to the
personally enjoy it because
chiropractor.
there's so much pressure
I
from
need
some of these
like
players. As
I
we see
need.
C-Max getting knocked
I'm gonna
down
have my
here
mom
from
with
Stream
me
Slayer. Stream
fucking-
Slayer's being
like,
a
this
lot
shit
more
is
aggressive here. This is
sore
what we've
as
been wanting to see out of this
fuck.
team. Coops is gonna be trying to
There
hold
was a
it back. He's gonna
point
be cooking
when I
some
was
nades. He's gonna be
streaming
able to
that I
knock
was just
anybody
standing
down.
up
He's gonna be
because I
able to
could not.
spot
I
Coops.
couldn't
He's gonna
take
go
sitting
down tier.
anymore.
Great
I just
push by
couldn't.
Stream Slayers. Now trying to find that last
Are they not
player
allowed to do
from
another
Nice.
24
They're
hours
truly
release
not
in a
able to
month?
spot him.
No,
Spec
yeah. I
trying
don't even
to
think I'm gonna
run
do it. I
away as
think like
fast
what
as
I'm
he
gonna
can,
do is
trying to
just
see somehow
try to
he can
like
end
be
up
consistent with
surviving
like
this.
longer
And the thing
streams,
that I
like
was gonna say
12-hour
about this
streams.
crazy and just rough
You know,
circles
something
is
like
that
that. Like
pressure
nothing
and
too
rough
fucking
terrains
crazy.
ends up making
'Cause
diamonds, and I absolutely
24
love
hours
when
is
players are
just
put in these occasions, because when they do end up
absolutely
going to PMGC,
bonkers.
they're pretty much gonna end up seeing anything.
Me
They're gonna
massage
be
your
ready
ass for you? Oh my
whatever
god,
PMGC
please
wants to
do.
throw at them, even Paraboy. So
Please
continue with those
do.
crazy circles. Stop making it easy.
What the
for
hell
them.
is that,
Why
Jindo?
not? We saw
I'm gonna
what
have to look that
Alpha
up. I
7
don't know
was
what
able
that
to do
is.
after having
But
a
if you say I
bunch
need it, I
of
probably
crazy
definitely need it.
circles. They ended
No,
up in
like
first
I've been
place.
like,
They were able
oh
to
my god,
maintain the
just like
composure,
rubbing
overcome
my
whatever
everything
the
hurts,
game
bro.
threw out them.
Everything
And I think
hurts.
it's just
I've been
a little
giving
bit
myself
extra as we manage to
massages
give to
throughout
these
the
players,
day.
especially at this point.
Are we talking
Cannot wait to lay out on my bed and
2019
just like
Paraboy, or
chill.
what are we talking here?
Oh no, we're talking.
Wait, let
now,
me look up what that
Paraboy.
is.
He's still nasty. He's still nasty.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down with that. That's fine. Yeah, he's definitely crazy. Probably one of the best players, if not the best player, to have ever have touched this game.
Oh yeah.
And obviously,
I do
here,
need one of
we're
those because
looking to
low-key,
see
like
if we can find some
my
teams
chair's
that's gonna be
really
able to
hard.
contest for
Like,
PMGC
oh my
title.
god, it's so fucking hard.
Alpha 7 looking poised to do so quite well.
Yeah, I need that
Inko
shit.
also in there. Really happy to see the performances we're talking about from them. And right now, they could be locking one of those spots down. Our Knights out in 16th place. Already going to PMGC, but if you can't make
Gonna
it in a
sleep
lobby
good
like
tonight,
this
bro.
year,
You
you're
and me
not gonna make
both.
it
I'm
against
so excited.
a player like
Because the last
Paraboy.
time, the other day when I did my 24 hour,
That's for sure.
I literally,
we
like,
get in
bro,
on
when I tell
some
you
angles
guys,
that this
I
players were able
laid
to
down
get
in my
here, but,
bed,
the skill
had my
that's out
whole
there,
headset
it's
on my head,
definitely
had my
insane, right? Not to take
glasses
anything
still
away
on
from
my
some of the teams and some of the
face,
players that are
my
here, but,
phone in
oh
my
man,
hand.
what's waiting on the horizon
I
too,
never
what's
sleep on my
really
back.
happening
I
across the
always sleep
world.
like either on my
I
stomach or
can't
my
wait to see
side.
what's actually gonna happen
But I
when
was
that
so
PMGC,
tired
as we do
that
end
I
up seeing
just,
this circle start
the
to close
second
in,
I
and
laid back
you know what,
on my bed,
I'm gonna
I
try to play it safe
immediately
here.
passed
I'm
out.
gonna say,
And I
give
woke
them
up
an easy one.
hours
wow,
later
you
in the
gaming.
exact same
Sada,
position.
That is
Headset
crazy
still
he was
on,
able to
glasses
jump
still
into
on,
that
phone
out of
still in
nowhere,
hand.
too.
Like,
really snuck up
it
on
was
us.
the
Feral
best sleep
Coop
I've had
still
in a
there the
while.
5K Club.
I'm hella
Westerns,
excited for
this
this
is
sleep
probably
I'm
the
gonna
best
have.
one we could get actually. Whereas majority of the players are already over here in the fair pier, so now it's gonna be like a, if it goes, next one goes south, it's gonna be like a kind of incognito urban ending with the fair pier having so many buildings. Alpha 7 sitting straight smack bang in the middle. That's a good pick for a win right now. What do you think?
I think so too. Let's see what Infinity's going to be able to do here to try to block off Inclination. Meanwhile, just for fun, also getting into the action. Oh, having the best of fun. Oh, Valid going up against his own teammate, and that's going to cost Valid him getting knocked, and that's actually going to cost the team. just for fun,
Yeah, I
getting
died and came back to
eliminated
life.
there. They were trying to play a bumper
Yeah,
cars.
I
all
don't-
the
sleeping
action
on my
going
back
on,
feels
it ends up hurting
weird.
them big time. And
For some
Blue Chicken
reason,
comes out
I
with
feel
at
like
least some eliminations
exposed.
going their way.
You keyed out as well. Unfortunately
Like,
for them, Infinity.
anybody could just come up
this
to me and
case
stab
here,
me in the
they are
heart.
standing on that northwestern
I mean,
side,
sleeping on
trying
my
to
back,
defend,
anyone
trying
can
to be
come
the
up to me and
last
stab
team
me in
to
the
kind of enter
back,
from
but I
this
just feel
angle here.
safer.
A lot of control to be had for them. Federal sending it straight towards the executes, takes a little turn, manages to survive
Dude,
here.
PK
Remember
out
from
already,
Influence Gem and now
bro.
trying to get into a spot where they can play inside. Fairy Pier.
There must be something in the water.
Ooh, this is a good split for them.
I'm doing my
Execute with
reading
a
for
little bit of
Monday,
shots
so I
there
can't wait
towards
to
them.
just let's
Influence Gem
go. I love
gets
that
one
for you,
down. Fate's
Queen.
been taken down by Fernan
You
as
should
well.
have like a self-care day.
And now a lot of teams are trying to send it towards Fairy Pier, but it's already extremely
Dude,
occupied here.
imagine. No,
Influence Gem
like,
and
I
they're
don't know.
down.
It's also
knocked
kind of
out,
uncomfortable.
unfortunately.
Cause like,
Here,
all right,
Infection's place.
guys
They got
won't get
5
this, but
eliminations
like
though there,
any
basically.
girls
They're a
in
little
chat
bit
who have big
holding on
titties will
to,
understand
the
like
average that has been able to
sleeping on your back can be kind of uncomfortable. I mean, sleeping
And
on
I
my
think
stomach
luckily there for Influence
is
Gem, they were
okay,
able to get some
but
of
like sleeping
those
on my back
elimination
just feels
points
like I
earlier
don't
from the
know.
fight they got between them and Just for Fun.
I just don't like how it
Execute,
feels.
being able to
Have you
pick
not
up Fate,
eaten?
gotta be able to
Well, I had my
recover a little bit.
breakfast this
Not
morning.
actually, Mafioso's gonna be sending some nades their
And
way. They're gonna start
then-
putting the pressure on them. Alpha 7 doesn't
No,
want
Jason's
anybody getting
not.
cozy here in this position. Alpha 7 wants to put the pressure on
I
them.
had
and they're
that
gonna do
breakfast
just
this
that. You can
morning,
see
and then what did I
Execute does
eat after
not
that
want to move at this moment. They know that
breakfast?
more nades are gonna be coming their way, and on top of that, they're gonna have Team Castle.
I
trying
ate
to see if
something
they can
else.
spot
I know I
anybody
did. I just
taking
can't
their
remember
head
what it
on those
was.
windows, trying to get those angles, trying to get those shots. Execute.
Kinda dope,
Oh.
yeah.
Trying to see if
Sleeping
they can
on my
spot
side is like
anybody.
just the W
Mythic
move
again
usually.
with those nades
Nade God.
coming in, and I
Like,
think
or
at this
on my
point,
stomach,
Alpha
and
7
then
has
like
to go
one
for it.
leg
They know they have
all the
2
way up,
players down.
one
They
leg
know
all the
they're
way
gonna have the
down.
advantage, or they might just wait it off. They know it might be
And
a
then
little
just,
bit
like,
too
cozy up.
crazy to try to make a push. Wow, the nades over and over again.
I can relate, yeah, Zeno got
This
some big
nades for the
tatas, bro.
Brazilian players, Alpha 7 right now is showcasing us what they can do with
That's
this.
crazy.
Sleep on my
Mythic
side.
is
Yeah, me
literally
too. See,
just
pretty girls sleep
a
on their side or
different
something.
breed when it comes to nades. Shots as well, right there, taking screams to down, putting him straight on his knees. Now he's forced to heal a little bit. Carrillo, let's see if he's gonna get one more nade locked
Wait,
in here. That's on the
nah.
wrong side of things.
Queen for real on
Addresses come
demon
off
time
here
right
and
now.
execute. Look at this next circle here. Really
But
exciting
yes,
to see if we're gonna go on the
I
north side
accept.
or that south side of the road. Because if you have to cross that
Triple
road late,
D's. That
it's
is
basically
crazy.
like crossing a river. You have to use so much utility, so much smokes to cross it safely. Kind of hoping to see a southern one. Yeah, we do go south now. Team Queso and Nova looking pretty good with the compounds that they're able to hold on to right now. Nova sitting in the glass house compound. And Team Queso having a good chunk
Execute
of those
completely
big
surrounded in
buildings
that
over towards the
tiny
east.
ass little
Especially the big
house,
white,
bro.
light blue building that
How did they
have there.
get in this
That's a
position,
crucial
bro?
one to hold
A7
on
about to
to.
fuck them
A lot of
over.
windows,
This kid
a
really
lot
is
of
gonna fuck
information
them
is
over.
able to be gathered from that area. Now Nova taking down a lot of the Loops players right now. Kindness takes down Chief.
I sleep dead middle of my bed.
Nice shots towards Loops right now. But
Because
Finia finds GC God.
when I had my
Carrillo
old
takes down
bed,
one of the
it was
Jaguar
smaller.
players.
I would sleep like have my bed
A
up
lot of
against the
teams
wall,
forced
so I
to
would sleep on
move
like the
here,
wall
especially
side.
the northern teams. Aton,
But now that I have this
Extreme
huge
Slayers,
bed, I
Loops,
just kind of take up
Bryce,
as much
Ingo,
space as I can in the middle.
Jaguar all have to make a move at this point here.
They're definitely going to be making a move, and I love
I just think
that.
I'm closest to the door. That's
Alpha 7
weird.
decided to just make one
Don't
of
you
the
feel
players come back
cozier,
to at least
like,
be
up
pretty
against the
strong in
wall?
case somebody did end up trying to crash.
Because what
them,
if you roll
or
over and
whatever coulda
fall?
happened there, or if they wanted to go for that final push against Execute.
What if you roll over and
Atomic
fall, as you
Esports
know?
Only healing up, and I love that Nova
Yo,
was
what's
getting
up,
into
Tay?
the action there. You can see them. They decided to rotate. They decided to be in the circle, and now they're able to position themselves a little bit better to either defend or just cause some damage, cause some pain to the players. And that's exactly what they're going to be trying to do here for Extreme Slayers, not letting them get too close. They know that the Loop players are going to be coming down to Kindness. Is he going to be able to connect on some of these shots? Robert GG ends up getting eliminated there by the zone. Some smokes are going to be coming out. Could this possibly be Nova's game? The win that they've been just wanting to get.
Always
they are gonna be able to
closed.
confirm
Oh,
another
hell no.
elimination
If you sleep
there.
with your
Kindness
door
being able to
open,
eliminate Rice
I hope you have a good excuse. Like, some
You can
people
see
have like
Loops
pets,
being
and their
able
pets
to
will like
spot
scratch at their
somebody
door.
just running out in the open.
In that
This is
case, I
just
can
so
understand.
Crazy. It's not really
But nah.
much terrain to work with.
I'm gonna need
Whatever
that door
terrain,
closed.
Whatever buildings are available, they have already been taken. Oops, esports
Scouting.
trying to see where they might
The
end up
edge feels
crushing.
better.
They're just going to be fully
Interesting.
sending it here. They know they're going to be having a lot
Close and
of
pitch
eyes
black room.
anywhere that they.
My room's
know
never
they're gonna be
fully
having a lot of
pitch
eyes, but
black.
Dozen might be
Like,
able
I
to actually
usually
make
leave
it
my
Those trying
PC
to
on. I know I
solo
shouldn't.
Aton
It's
have
probably
their
not good
eyes
for my
set
PC, but I
where
usually
they're
leave it
getting
on because I have like
rest off the players that
I'll
already
keep
did end
like
up
3
getting
streams
knocked
tabbed
now.
on my PC
Now
and then
it's
3
Chiefs
streams tabbed on
left
my
standing here.
laptop,
Now Aton is forced to move
depending
too.
on
They don't
how
really
many
have
people are
anywhere to move
streaming.
besides where Choco is,
So
that's not
usually
inside
like
the
it's
circle.
never pitch
So the
black in my
question is
room
really where
anymore.
they're going to be sending it here, Chief.
Got
Also
all the
forced to
LED
make a
lights from the
moves and
PC,
takes
got the
that
screen, got
making
the
a push towards
everything.
Furious Gaming smoked up already, so they actually have a little bit of a play to make potentially. But they have to take care that they don't get spotted by Nova that is trying to control the northern side of this circuit. The next one is
But I have
gonna be
like a
popping soon,
sleeping mask
and
that I wear sometimes if I
Luz
want
gone
pitch
down. The
black.
next one goes
It's really
west
cozy.
here, so Execute looking good, Furious Gaming looking good. Team Queso has to move, and Alpha 7 has to make a move too.
Definitely
Dude, I
all
have
those
a
teams are gonna
TV
be
mounted on my
making-
wall
looking
right
to
above
make
my
that move
PC.
now
I
with
haven't
Alpha
turned it
7. I
on
think
in
they're
probably
wondering
like this
maybe we should've
entire
pushed
year.
Execute earlier. You can see this fight currently
I don't
happening
think
between
I
Furious
turned it
Gaming
on
and
once
Atan
this
Esports.
year.
Atan Esports making a late push here.
Like my laptop's just right there in front of my face. I'm a blind ass bitch.
He's
That
gonna be
TV's
able
too
to
far
connect.
away from my
At least
face.
somebody needs to be able to connect with one of the Furious Gaming players. It might allow them to just
Oh yeah,
push up
that
to
I
this
have my
fence.
diffuser
So you
on,
see some
and my
of the Furious
diffuser
Gaming
has
players
lights
deciding to
too.
back off.
It just be like a whole
Back to
rave
some
in
of
my
the other
room
stuff
when I'm
that's
trying to
currently
sleep.
happening in the
Honestly,
background, too.
you would hate it, you know.
Execute might be in a great spot, but they're gonna have to work.
Can't sleep
because
with
Alpha
noise. Oh
7,
my
and they're gonna
god,
also have
Zeno,
Team
we are
Queso
like
on their
polar
side. So
opposite
tough
then.
spot here. Choco being
Like,
able to throw Molly
You
and
sleep on the
actually knocking
edge. I
down
cannot
Trigger.
stand the edge. You like pitch black.
Heal
I
up.
be
think
sleeping
Furious
in
Gaming
raves.
is gonna be able to at least reset,
You can't have
but here they
noise.
are gonna
I need some type of
one less
noise.
player.
Yeah, I need my
Meanwhile,
room
Nova, you
freezing
can see Nova
cold.
now trying to use the commotion between this.
I need some type of white noise. Either my fan
and Furious Gaming.
or
See if they
anything,
can
bro.
somehow push their way into this circle. They do have a couple players already inside.
I'll take the cut. Yeah,
Jaguar.
you do that because
Trying to see if they can spot anybody here from
Yeah.
Inco Gaming. The grenades are going to be coming in. Not connecting with anybody. Unlocked
information here.
And Inco Gaming is trying to see if they can maybe get an angle here on Atan Esports. Anybody, wherever it is that you end up going, there's just so many teams alive in this tiny spot. Third parties are going to be coming in left and right, and guess what? Alpha 7 decides
No,
to
Mads, I
spot
get
us
you,
out,
babe.
making a little bit of a
We're the
push
same
there towards
person.
Execute.
You wanna get
The nades
married?
are going to be coming down. We will be
we
able
would
to
never
knock
have
down somebody.
disagreements
Furious Gaming
about
holding off
how we
this
want the
area,
bedroom to
trying
be.
to spot anybody either from Nova or Atan Esports. Here goes Alpha 7 with the push. Are they going to be able to finish off this easily? Jason's going to be alive. He's going to be able to get knocked as well. Now it's only going to be Telly there for Execute.
You
There
guys are
goes Jason.
psychopaths
There
sleeping in
goes
complete
Sixless.
silence. What do you do?
Jason
Okay,
straight in the
let me
bin.
ask you guys a question.
Just like
So,
Jason
for those of you
Captain's
who
predictions on
like to
EU,
sleep in complete
Execute
silence,
here, Telly trying to see if
what
he
do
can
you do when
survive,
you're trying to
but
fall
Team
asleep
Queso
and your
definitely
thoughts
knows he's in here.
are
Lagrace is gonna
thoughtsing?
be sending it in towards him. No.
I can't be
He's gonna
alone
be
with my
leading.
thoughts,
Okay, so
guys.
they
Like
don't
I
have that
need that.
either.
I need some type of
Telly's
noise.
here.
I need some type
Or
of
they
like mental
gonna be
stimulation.
Using the utility on somebody else.
So I start
Reyes
overthinking
trying to get
everything.
within
I'll start thinking about
nade
something
range.
embarrassing
Jaguar in a
that
really
happened
rough
to me.
situation here,
Like I
forced
cannot.
to make a move here. Ingo, and then Abete with nade in hand. Is he going to be sending it in? Yeah, it's going to be going into that one. Did not connect anything though. They're in the other.
Oh yeah, no, me too. You know
part
that
of
for
the
sure. I
building.
can agree
Just gonna
on.
go for the rest.
Maybe if I'm feeling like a little crazy, I'll slip out like
Definitely going to go for the rest.
A
Jaguar
foot.
is going to be able to get off their rest as well there. And now here comes the push
but I need to
from
be fully
Seba.
covered.
Seba's going to be able to confirm and actually be able to knock him down. As soon as he was about to get up, there is going to be a nade, I think, very close to him. He's able to get away from it. Oh, actually, they just dropped it. Here we go. Inco Gaming Nineveh on fire, getting away from all of that, trying to at least secure some extra points for his team. I think Seba was able
Oh.
He's going to try
Oh no.
this nade in there. It bounces back. Nineveh getting very, very lucky as he was able to get out of that room.
1 HP.
Being just
That's why I'm
1
such an iPad
HP.
kid.
Couldn't be
When
any
I'm
closer.
Circuit that
eating,
goes south here, you
like
see
when
Team
I'm trying to
Queso's
go
in a
to
good spot, Alpha
sleep,
7
I
in a
always
good
have
spot. A lot
some
of
like
teams are forced to
show,
fight
like
here
any
on the
random
western side.
show
Nova
or like
trying to make a move,
watching
trying to get inside the
TikToks. Or
circle.
I'm just a
Can
fucking
they make something happen
stupid
on this
little
northern
iPad
side?
kid,
Can
bro.
they take control? Can they eliminate Aton and Furious Gaming? Nineveh a little bit on fire here. He is forced to probably go down to the blue in this situation here.
dead.
That's exactly what he's going to be doing. He's going to be trying to see if he can somehow, in any way, shape, or form, help out the last teammate too by throwing some flashbangs. Meanwhile, Jaguar staying alive here with 3 players. Alpha 7 We saw what they were able to do earlier against Execute.
You, Xeno and Queen, you guys must be really light sleepers, yeah?
He's actually gonna be able to
like any little thing will wake you guys up, right?
By confirming that elimination, and then Nova Esports
I can sleep through a fucking tornado.
Oh, this will be a beautiful nade if he's able to throw that.
It worked.
I can dead sleep through a tornado. I have this one memory when I was in middle school. I felt like my house used to have those locks on the door where you have, it's like a chain you can only open from the inside. And I accidentally, when I came home from school, I chained it, and then I fell asleep watching TV. And my mom came home and she couldn't get inside because it was chained. And she's screaming my name, and I would not budge. Like, I didn't hear shit, bro. So she had to grab a hammer and break the chain to get inside. And let's just say I got my ass beat that day. Like, she was fucking furious. She woke me up, like, beating my ass. Like, I woke up with my ass getting beat.
So they can continue
Which
on that western
so
side to fight with
unfair,
Jaguar.
bro. Like, it's not like I didn't do it on purpose.
Rin goes down. Koi finds Seba for the flush.
No, yeah, I slept through my mom, like, hammering off the chain on my door.
Like being able to molly himself there is gonna
I slept through her screaming my name at the top of her lungs. Like, she knew I was in there.
Now, what is Team Kessler gonna be
She was
doing
so
here as
pissed. She was like,
they
there's
are,
no
I believe,
way
just
he
in
didn't
this
hear
zone.
me.
It
And
might
I'm
be
like
what
so
the Ultims are
confused. Like,
currently
why is my
discussing.
ass getting beat
Ray
right
is
now?
trying
What
to
did I
make a
do?
rotation here. He's gonna be getting ready with that nade. We've seen
I
what this
can't.
nades have
One
been
noise
capable
would
of
wake
today.
me up in a
They
heartbeat,
have
bro.
been
Nah,
spicy. Here goes a nade.
See, me and Mads are warriors, right, Mads?
Anybody that we're able to see Inco Gaming does end up getting eliminated there with 2.
We're prepped for war, because, like, bro, imagine, y'all, imagine, like, an apocalypse happens, guys, and fucking, like, you gotta start learning how to sleep through bombs and shit, or zombies or something. Like, what are y'all gonna do? Just not fucking sleep? One thing about me, I'm gonna get a good night's sleep regardless. I snore sometimes, depending on how tired I am. But it's not like a huge, like, it's not like a huge crazy snore. It's just like, you can tell when I'm really tired, I'll snore. Like tonight, bro,
and secure a second place finish for his team, considering that he was pretty much in a sandwich between Alpha 7 and Team Queso. I don't think anybody would have expected for him to be alive. And you know what Team Queso's thinking right now? Okay, I think we cleared that shack already. I think somebody might be somewhere else. Let's see what could happen here. And Telly might be able to secure an extra elimination
so annoying,
point.
Queen. Also, that triggers PTSD.
Yeah, let's see if he can get a little bit and squeeze some extra points out of this one here. No, we didn't. AK in hand here. He's going to find one.
Yeah, I'm
He's
gonna need
not
to
gonna
make
be
sure,
able
like,
to.
the person I settle down with is cool with my sleeping tendencies, because that's actually very important, right?
This one out here, and Queso obviously. Latin
Let's
America's
go,
PMPL
Team Queso.
final
W.
winners.
Team Queso
I'm
on
happy to
top.
see them be able to close this one out here because